So I always get a lot of questions from people about this bike. So I thought I'd do a quick video just kind of explaining what it is, how it works. It's not really a review of the bike. You can go on YouTube and check out review videos if you want. I thought I'd just give a quick walkthrough today and talk a bit about the Ural. So legend has it that during World War II, the Russians wanted a motorcycle that could respond quickly during the war. They looked at the BMW R71. They kind of liked what they saw, so basically they just copied it. So that's where that flat twin, the BMW Boxer style engine comes from right there. This one here, it's a 2013 Ural Patrol, 749 cc's, puts out about 42 horsepower, weighs about 750 pounds. Top speed on this is 65 miles an hour, maybe 105 kilometers an hour. And with a full tank of gas, I'll get about 200, maybe 225 kilometers. Starting at the front of the bike, disc brakes, Brembo brakes, which are really nice. The leading link suspension you'll see, flat twin engine. This is the airbox, fuel line coming down, fuel filter, carburetor. 2013 is the last year that they made a carburetor. 2014 and onward is all fuel injected now. This is the kickstart, gear shifter. I've got 4 forward gears and 1 reverse gear. On the top, GoPro remote. I installed heated vests, so that's the controller for that. This is the friction dampener, the original friction dampener. You twist it to make your steering more stiff. This is just for show now. And if I come around here, here's the new friction dampener, which is 2014 and onward. They all have this style, so I bought a kit where I could install that on. Coming around the back, drum brakes in the rear. It is a 2-wheel drive model, so you can see the second drive shaft coming out of the main here. This is how you engage 2-wheel drive. It's just this lever right there, and that engages. You can see it moving. And then this one here, you push down with your foot to make it go into reverse. And I've got the parking brake on, so you'll see that this is pushed all the way down, and then this is just a mechanical way of holding it up right there. And then this is the sidecar brake linkage. So that goes over and just engages the sidecar right here. Trunk is awesome. Lots of room in the trunk for a whole bunch of different stuff. I might have to do a video just on what I keep in the trunk. They're prone to breaking down, Urals, so you kind of have to keep a pretty good repair kit with you. Spare tire in the back. The spare fits the sidecar or the main drive wheel, but it doesn't fit the front because of the disc brake. 2014, 2015 models, they're disc brakes all around, so the sidecar, the spare wheel comes with a wheel that can go on any one of them. In the front, so it has a fuse box in the sidecar. Came stock with the cigarette lighter, European style cigarette lighter. I put in fog lights, so that's the switch. I also put in heated seat, which is really nice when it gets cold for the passenger. So it's out of an old Toyota. I got it online on eBay, and it's just the liner, and I installed the liner and hooked it up. That's just a GoPro mount. And then in the front, just cheap fog lights, again off eBay. I don't know what kind they are. Some common questions I get are, can you drive the motorcycle without the sidecar attached? You can. It's a lot of work to get it off. You can see the sidecar is attached pretty well here. When you do take it off, a couple things to note are you're going to remove the second drive, so you're going to have an exposed drive shaft here, which isn't really all that great. And the leading link suspension in the front, it makes it really odd to ride without the sidecar attached. And then the wheels are squared off wheels as well, so you can't really lean into your turns nicely on this. It's a real awkward ride to do it without the sidecar attached. It's kind of made for the sidecar. Another question I get is, with kids, can you have kids in the side of it? I've got a 4-year-old daughter, so she rides in the side every once in a while, just on side roads and everything. The rules here in BC are that the child has to be able to reach the foot pegs. Obviously, they're talking about a normal motorcycle with foot pegs in the rear. So there's no real rule for a sidecar. Basically, if you put your child in it, just make sure they're safe, make sure they hang on, make sure that they know, how to behave in a sidecar. What I did is I installed a seat belt here, so just to make it a little bit more safe. Another question I usually get is how does it feel when you're in two-wheel drive? Really, it feels like a bit of a tank. It doesn't have a differential in the back, so both the rear wheel and the sidecar wheel, they're going to be spinning at the same rate. So when you try to take a turn, it doesn't really turn nicely, so it ends up feeling like a big tank. And yeah, it's fun. It's definitely fun in two-wheel drive, but generally it's only on gravel or snow. The way it feels overall to ride it is it's not like a motorcycle. You don't really counter steer. You don't lean into your turns like you would a motorcycle. It feels a lot like a quad or a trike, I guess. Another question I get is the sidecar. Does the sidecar lift up all the time? And yeah, the sidecar does lift up all the time. You get used to it, so you learn to ride so that the sidecar doesn't come up, or so that the sidecar does come up, because it's fun. Everybody always says the sidecar must come up when you turn left. The sidecar comes up when you turn right, because all the momentum shifts to the left and it lifts it all up. So when you take a right-hand turn, generally you're going to want to lean over quite a bit. So if I'm on the bike here, and if I'm going to take a right-hand turn at speed and I want to keep the sidecar down, I'll be leaning over about this much. They are prone to break down. So a couple things that have broken down on my bike so far is the ignition failed, because I've got all these keys, and if you have a lot of keys, it kind of, in the wind, anyways, the ignition just ends up going. I had the crankshaft go on it when I was in Vancouver, which is fortunate for me because my dealer is in Vancouver. There's no dealer on Vancouver Island. What else? Oh, I came out one time and the spark plug was shattered. I don't know, maybe somebody bonked it by accident and it broke, but that was kind of odd. So you learn to have spares in the trunk for things that are going to break down. I know that the hall sensor, which is right here, if you can see that, this is prone to die on it, so I've got a spare hall sensor. Another thing that is prone is this clutch actuating lever, clutch actuating rod, right in here, which pushes in the clutch. That is prone to bending and failing over time, so I've got to spare one of those. Other than that, I mean, it's not too bad. I have 13,000 kilometers on it, and I've had one major thing go with the crankshaft. Other than that, no real problems. And that's it. That's my Ural Patrol. If you have any other questions, leave a comment and I'll answer them. Thanks for watching.